Hi, I'm Lynn Hagmeyer with Kansas Troubles Quilters. Welcome to my studio. Today, my husband Robert and I would like to share with you my unique layered patchwork technique that utilizes Moda's pre-cuts to make simplified quilts that look like traditional piece projects. One of the first inspirations was my 5 and dime quilt, which is hanging here behind me. To make this quilt, all you need is a layer cake and a charm pack and 2 border fabrics. How easy is that? So we're going to start by centering our 5-inch charm square in our 10-inch layer cake square. The simplest way to do that is with my 5 and dime ruler. We line up the ruler along the edge of the 10-inch square, and it instantly centers the 5-inch charm square in the middle. After we have stitched 1/8 of an inch from that pinked edge, we're loving that pinked edge and using it as a design element. We're going to flip our ruler around so that we can cut into 4ths our layered block. At that point, we now have layered 4 patches that look similar to this. And when you just sew those together in rows, we have our 5 and dime quilt. So when Moda came out with the new mini charms, which are little 2.5-inch charm packs, then a whole new world opened up for us. We were able to use a charm and center a mini charm in the center, just like we did with our layer cake and charm pack. So then we had to, of course, come up with a new ruler, which we call our spare change ruler. It also centers and cuts our charm square so that we can make our spare change quilt. There are many ways that you can layer and cut the charms, layer cakes, and mini charms to make a multitude of projects. Here are a few. This is called copper pennies. You can see we have a standard 5 and dime block, and then we have one that has been positioned the same, but it's been cut diagonally so that it gives an on-point look in layer cake and charm pack or charm and mini. We also can layer a charm, a mini, and a layer cake all together with our stacked coins. Layer cake and charm and mini are all stacked, stitched, cut diagonally, mixed up, and you get a delightful spool version of a quilt with much less pain. Our next project is probably the easiest of all. If you have grandkids like we have grandkids, this is a great project. It is simply a layer cake with a charm and a mini charm skewed to one corner and stitched. All you're doing is sewing 10-inch squares together in a row. Any grandma can do that and have a great time doing it. It's also a very easy way to come up with a great color palette because you can use pre-cuts which offer you 40 prints in the palm of your hand. Now, by cutting out behind your charm and your mini charm to reduce a little bit of bulk, we can also get the matching doll quilt, which I think is just adorable. One of the very simplest projects in our book is called Pennies from Heaven. I tend to call it the brother-in-law quilt because it is one of the most simple quilts in the book. It is the charm centered in a layer cake and simply cut in half and staggered. It's for those people that you need to make a quilt for, but it needs to be really fast and easy because they don't quite understand how much time it takes to make a quilt. This is a layer cake and 1 fabric. So it really is a very economical way to get a lap quilt and still show that you love that brother-in-law on your wish list. All of these projects and more are available in our loose change book. Every one of them utilizes our 5 and dime and spare change rulers that are available also at ktquilts.com. We love our Moda pre-cuts. This is your kit for many of the projects in the book. How simple is that? And that's what we want to help you with, is to make quilting simple with our layered patchwork technique. Thanks so much for coming today.